then there's the hot for teacher tapping, which is a bit more rhythmic, and it's the rolling. So this is very much
Can you do the end bit?
What?
Can you do the rundown?
I haven't done it since the Taylor Hawkins story. It's like something like that.
Song cake.
Do you want to give us do you want to
wanna-
show us a riff? Well, there's two riffs, right?
Yeah, there's two important parts. So there's the intro, so to speak, which is that tapping thing.
Yeah.
So it goes like this. So that is the tapping intro. It's very much like a rhythmic sort of rolling thing. I think because I started on the drums, I sort of take the perspective I use on everything is a very rhythmic sort of structure. So I think that's where that came from.
But then in the solo, that almost is a similar thing, but it's halftime, right?
Yeah. So the solo is this thing that it's up here. So it's in the same spots similarly, but it's and then I need a pick for this. I didn't
you don't have a pick? Oh, yeah.
I have the pick.
You want-
And then there's this part that goes. So that's the solo. I'm just kind of utilizing a bunch of little tricks that remind me of my dad. There's a couple of Van Halen tracks where that you're basically fudging a note with that little shreddy part
Show me
because
that.
it's these notes. And so you're not really even hitting a note per each strike. So you're going.
Okay.
But when you do it fast, it sounds a lot more complicated than it really is. It's just kind of a flashy.
What's the Van Halen song? It's a bit of
Girl Gone Bad. It goes.
Girl Gone Yeah.
So yeah, it's the Girl Gone Bad riff, but also, I mean, that's very much how I relate. I guess as the Van Halen spawn is, I look at tapping in two different ways. There's either the eruption tapping or the hot for teacher tapping. So eruption is you're basically just bringing the nut to where your finger is and you're just barring.
Yeah.
But then there's the hot for teacher tapping, which is a bit more rhythmic, and it's the rolling. So this is very much.
Can you do the end bit?
What?
Can you do the rundown?
I haven't done it since the Taylor Hawkins story. It's like something like that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But yeah, so it's very much that rolling, rhythmic, hot for teacher tap.
Right.
But my favorite part of that intro was a mistake, or not really. It wasn't intended. It was. It's the part that happens with the stop before the first verse, and it just kind of sounds. It's funny. A lot of people said, and I understand this because of who my dad is. They were saying it was a lot like Mean Street,
right.
Which is incorrect. Mean Street is it's up there, whereas this is literally just a bass slap part on guitar involving harmonics. So I had written that part as you hear it in the bass stop.
That's before the second chorus.
Yeah, it's right before the first chorus. There's a little bass break.
Oh, on the bass.
Yes, it's on the bass. I'll turn it up.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
So I had written that as its own sort of part, and when I was showing my producer Elvis Pasquette in the studio, I was like, "Hey, so it's a bass part," and it goes. And he goes, "That sounded cool on guitar. You should do it in the song." And that's how that part came to be. So
you wrote on bass, and it ended up on guitar.
Yeah, well, and also in that one spot. Yeah. But that whole part for that first verse, it is this on the guitar. So it's very much a slap. You know, you're slapping and you're popping with these two fingers. So it's. So it's very much that sort of rhythmic thing. But
And that
you're
plays
hitting,
through the verse.
Yeah.
So how do you
which is-
sing a counter?
I didn't think
time
about
thing?
that when we were recording it. There's a lot of moments with Elvis where I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to do that
Yeah,
live?
yeah.
And he goes, that's a problem for future you. Don't worry about it.
Not my job.
But when I was writing the lyrics, the whole time I had a guitar in my hand, so I was
Right.
just trying to see if I would be able to do it. And when I realized I could, I was like, yes, it's gonna be tough, but I know I can do it. And so before this last tour where we played it for the first time, I was sitting on the couch and I was basically, here, look. I was basically trying to separate my brain from playing it and talking or singing. And I was doing a pretty good job. So there was this kind of exercise where I'd be like talking with my wife and
you're
doing
now.
this,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm doing now, and trying to separate and not think about it while I'm playing it. So I'd be able to sing while doing it.
It's a bit like drumming, right? Separating your kick drum from your hi-hat.
it's very, I think that's where the drumming experience really benefits the way I attack Mammoth songs.
Another thing that your dad did in the writing process.
Yeah.
This is what kills me about rock bands, by the way. And rock critics and rock fans often focus on the technique and not the writing.
Mm-hmm.
You get with bands like Rush, it's like, how good is Neil Peart? Yeah, not only a great drummer, and Alex is not only a great drummer, they wrote those parts
Exactly.
as well. Right?
And I think that's the big thing where people tend to lose focus. And
Yeah.
especially when it comes to me, they just sit there and go, oh, it's not as, he doesn't play as well as his dad, or it's not as good as this Van Halen song. And it's all focused on the fact that I might not be tapping well enough in their opinion, or not playing well enough in their opinion, rather than the fact that, hey, isn't it cool that I created this whole thing by myself with all these different pieces and all these different parts?
Yeah.
It's about the song construction at the end of the day for me.
Yeah.
As it was for Dad,
But
even
same-
though people
same
seem
with
to
you.
focus,
Yeah.
on the playing and the stuff. It's about creating the song, because if you don't have that, you have just shredding through scales, and there's not really much soul in that.
All the bands that are big, they would never have gotten big if their songs weren't great.
Do you see Taylor Swift shredding scales? I don't think so.
Maybe she can.
She writes a song that makes you feel stuff, and that's at the end of the day. That's if you got a melody and a song that makes you feel things, makes you remember somebody you lost, make you miss something, make you think of being back home. At the end of the day, that's what a song is about.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless you want to, I mean, there's room for shreddiness and stuff, but like at the end of the day, like I mentioned, that's what it's about for me.
You open it with a tapping thing, and then now some bands would make that the centerpiece of the record. We've got a tapping intro. That's how the record goes. Then you go into this other riff. Now, not many bands do that, where you chuck two riffs into an intro.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. And your dad had done that in other songs as well. Play us the other riff if you can, because this is killer.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really again, it's that rhythmic thing. So it's just the verse that's happening underneath the is just. So it just kind of, again, it's creating that percussive sort of thing.
That's what the kick drum does.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
In the second verse, for the chorus, that's just straight power chords.
Nice.
So, and that's the thing that's happening underneath when this returns.
Okay.
So but then there's a little bit of a mix-up in the second verse so it starts off with that guitar going. But if you look at the second verse and what the drums do halfway through it, it kind of adds this extra. And so, you can show it on the second verse.
Give me.
Yeah, it's halfway through here.
Nice.
And so what the fun thing is that guitar.
Oh, that's picking out.
Basically, so I'm doubling that rhythm, so to speak, with that initial verse, which is
Right.
So it's kind of tricky to palm mute and then hit those little bits to accentuate that rhythm, but that's basically what's going on there.
What I'm getting is that everything it's rhythmical.
It's
for you.
locked. Yeah,
everything's rhythmical.
It's locked together. And
so that's the drummer writing songs.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
Song cake.